Greetings, this is the Baron, and today I am preparing with this mail day for the Timmy Talks patron-only battle, All Fallen Empires tournament. Let's see what I got. Not from anyone, specific here. Let's see what we got. So, as many of you may know, I'm a patron of Timmy Talks, and he is holding a Fallen Empires only tournament. So this is going to be one of the most ridiculous mail days you've probably ever seen, because I think it's entirely Fallen Empires. And who spends money on that, really? Why? Oh man, these guys do such a good job with the tape, and I ripped it like a freaking barbarian, and I made a mess. Alright, little token here. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, so I shot this whole video and realized my hands were like this the whole time, so you couldn't see anything. So here we are from the top again. I picked up every single aioli pile they have in stock. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. 15 of those bad boys. Elven Liar. They're pretty cool. I just want to make sure I had a play set, so there's 4 of them. This Druid is such a good finisher in Fallen Empires. When you're talking Fallen Empires only, there's not a lot of bombs. This, I don't know if you count it really as one. It's not one of the big 5, but it's definitely a finisher. Thelen's Chant here and Thelen's Curse, because I don't know what I'm doing for sideboards yet. Again, this is the Timmy Talks tournament I'm preparing for here, so I just want to make sure I got what I need. More Torx Chants there, just like these guys for sideboards. These double lands here, they are some good ramp. Especially blue, helps you get counters out and stuff. I mean, not that there's any counters in Fallen Empires only, but it's something worth considering and looking into, I think. Zalon's Sword here. What a great piece of equipment for these Pump Knights. Speaking of the Pump Knights and equipment, Spirit Shield. This might be the theme I go with. I still haven't decided exactly what I'm running, but I just got all this so I can tinker with it and figure it out. I got 2 of the White Ruins here. Ring of Renewal. This is an amazing card. People overlook it, but for only 1 more mana in your big book, getting you 2 cards per pitch and 1 at random, which hopefully you know what card that is, and you got a little more control over that. It's pretty good. Dwarven Catapult. This is one of the strongest cards in this set by far, I'd say. And I will likely be running this in whatever I build. And I also got these guys, Orgs. Got, I think, like 10 Orgs just to have. Because, they're great. You use them in combination with Arena, or in Fallen Empires, you can give them First Strike. First Strike and Trample is pretty brutal. So, this is my loot haul. Hopefully, I could throw something decent together, and you can keep track of that in my Timmy Talks patron-only tournament. Alright, so I actually came up with 3 decks, and I need to figure out which one of these 3 I'll be using in this tournament. So here is deck number 1. It's my Thallid deck. Running 3 Thallids, 3 Fungal Blooms, 2 Elvish Farmer, 2 these Spore Flowers, a single Night Soil, 2 Elvish Hunters, 4 Aeolpiles, 2 Elven Lairs, 4 Thorn Thallids, 4 Thal Devours, 2 of these guys that turn all your Forest into 2/3s, 2 Spirit Shields to counter Aioli piles against me, and Spore Cloud, and 3 of the big boys, the 6/3 regenerating Feral Thallids. So that's deck number 1 out of the 3. Let's go on to deck number 2. The second deck I'm looking at running, possibly, is my Thrall deck. So here I got a playset of Hymns, a playset of Basal Thralls, 3 Soul Exchange, 4 Aeolpiles, 4 Elven Lairs, 4 Mind Stab Thralls to go with my Hymns to destroy your hand, 4 Armor Thralls, 3 Breeding Pits, 2 Darrelors, and a playset of Thrall Champions, along with 1 Ring of Renewal. So the ideal, 1, 2, 3 turns here is second turn I drop my Basal Thrall, third turn I sack the Basal Thrall to get out Thrall Champion, and now I'm out of Aeolpile range with my entire deck, basically. So I could just keep laying it down from there and drop in the beats. So I've got a high level of confidence in this deck, actually, and I think I'm leaning toward it, but it's a tough choice. Here's deck number 3 to choose from. It's Bant, high-end red, low-end white. Bant tricks. So I've got these all the white tricks you could do, all kind of first strike, banding, preventing damage, throwing spears, swords, shields, AoE piles, elven lyres, comet medics to prevent damage. I forgot the guy's name, the Arcadian priest, I think, to buff things. And the other 4 cards have first strike. So a lot of protection, a lot of tricks. I want to win every combat exchange. I want to stay super aggressive. Then in the high end of this deck, there's the red Dwarven Catapult to wipe your field. And if your field is wiped, I could drop that org down and just close out this game nice and easy. So I've got some tough choices ahead of me between these 3 decks. I like how the Thralls get out of AoE pile range, and they stay there basically because you're not going to take out the big boys. There's no real removal spells or anything unless you're playing a Hand of Justice and you get enough little guys alive long enough to use him to take out my dudes. That on top of my hand destruction, I expect you're not going to be able to cast them anyway. So I've got a lot of faith in the black Thralls here. Onto the Bant now. None of these 3 has the kind of tricks and power that the Bant deck has. It wants total control of the field. It wants to get the job done, get in there fast and hard, equip swords to my first strikers, and just not worry about what you have on your field, because I'm going to just be slaughtering it every turn until I get through and close out the game. And then this Sapperling deck, I should probably actually put a 4th Fungal Bloom in here, because that's probably the most important card in the deck. And I might need to put in some more Spirit Shields just to protect me from AoE piles, because this deck does feel the most vulnerable to AoE piles. And I don't know if it's enough to protect it between the Elven Lyres and the Spirit Shields, because that's all I would have to protect. Whereas the black just gets strong enough, doesn't have to worry about it, and the white has so much prevention and redirection and buffs and tricks that it plans on encountering them, and it plans on winning over the exchanges. The green deck, on the other hand, I think it might be a little weaker in that regard, but it packs the most punch. It creates an army. It gets a big 6/3 generator eventually, and those Thal Devourers can just really close out a game, no problem. So this is a choice I need to make tonight because our tournament starts tomorrow. So wish me luck, and thank you for watching. This is the Baron. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, remember to like and subscribe. If you want to check me out, my Patreon's link is in the description. This is the Baron, and I am done here.